Amazon delivered my new electric bike. Let's get this thing put together.
Those things are dangerous. They make it so it's damn near impossible to get anything out of here. They've got it all tied to each other. You can't get anything out until you cut all the tie straps. I'm trying to just get the charger stuck. This is probably the battery. That's the key to the battery. This is going to be the charger, but it may not be. Yeah, that pedals. Reflectors. And whatever this is. The charger. Hey, just what I'm looking for. Okay, so this end goes into here somewhere. Over here, I'm guessing. Yeah, this piece goes in here. And this plugs in here and then into the wall. Okay. Now I'm going to charge it, and then when I get around, by the time I get the bike built, it should be charged enough to try it. Of course, we'll go in with these on. Doesn't seem very comfortable. Okay, today I got my Metaku, I guess that's how you say it, e-bike, and we're going to put it together. It comes with all this padding so that you don't hurt yourself on the bar and stuff like that. It's got more than its fair share of zip ties. What to do. Let's cut all the zip ties. more down here. So now you got all that stuff up, the bike's half the size. So it comes with a toolkit, which I left over here. Toolkit apparently has 9 tools in it. 8 now. They wrap it in all kinds of secure plastic, but they don't know how to do up a zip tie. I mean a Ziploc bag. Now, there's the Allen keys that come with it. And too big, too small. You gotta have one here that's the right size. I feel like Goldilocks. There we go. That one's just right. So we loosen this. I think we have to loosen these two as well. That's the other smaller one. So of course it is. Try this. Yep. Oh. You'd kill yourself trying to do this. Just stripping the end of the Allen key. This is like super tight. Because you got to loosen it off and get this around. But that's destroyed the Allen key because it's too tight. It's all twisted. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all twisted. So I'll have to find another Allen key. That one won't fit right now. Of course not. Now I got to go out and find my Allen keys. While I'm here, I might as well put the seat in. Actually, looks like it might be comfortable. There's a mark on the bar that says it's got to go into here, at least. So we'll put it to there for now.
Too high.
Probably too high, but I can adjust it later. So now I gotta go find an Allen key. Okay, I found Allen keys. Now let's see if one of them fits. Yep. This is supposed to turn to the front. I can straighten it out later, but for now it's going to be approximately to the front. I find it amazing that they give you a tool that's not strong enough for the bolts that they over tightened. And you undo this cap at the front. Then we put the handlebars in. Well, thank you to the Amazon driver for bringing it in the house. Now more gift wrapping to undo. go my finger. Now you can adjust the angle of the handlebar however you need to, but for now I'm just putting it on. Don't worry about adjusting it later. There's even marks, kind of hard for the camera to pick it up at this angle, but there are even marks in here for it to line up with. Snugged up enough to hold in place. I'm going to put the tire on. Now there's instructions about how to put the tire on. First thing I'm going to do is turn the bike upside down. And rest it like this. And one of those fancy tools is a wrench. Actually, 2 wrenches. So we'll take this one, loosen the nut. Take this one and loosen that nut. Now, what do the instructions say about putting the wheel on? You don't need the wheel if you're going to do wheelies all the time and just ride on the back one. But just in case I decide to ride on the front wheel once in a while. Align the front disc at the space of the gateway lining. In other words, putting them in line with the caliper. So we got to take this bolt out of here. I think that might be just as a spacer because it's not the axle.
You gotta take the cover off.
Oh, I want to keep the cover on. I think it looks cool. Okay, fine. I'll take the cover off. I was saving this as a surprise, but it's got white letter tires, so I'm sure they'll go faster now. This side does anyway. White letter tires. High performance parts. Now somewhere there's a nut, and I don't mean me. Talking about a different kind of nut, which would be this one.
You're supposed to keep that off the piece.
Brake rotor go into the brake caliper. Yes, that's good. Put the nut on and tighten the nut. But there should be a washer somewhere. Ah, here it is. There's a little tab that goes into the little hole here. So you gotta put that in, and then you put the nut on. One on this side you screw in by hand. This one you gotta use the wrench. Okay, so the wheel is on. Now the pedals. So this is the right pedal, as opposed to the wrong pedal. Now, the right pedal has regular clockwise right turn to tighten threads, and the left one has clockwise or counterclockwise threads, so you turn left to tighten. And use that same wrench that they provided, which is handy that they provide your wrenches. Use that to tighten it down. I love these little covers to keep the tires clean. But I'm gonna have to take that off, so we'll cut it. So much for riding on it, but I won't do that. There we go. Now the tires are going to need air in them because they are kind of on the flat side, but that's not a problem. We'll do that later. And now, we'll flip it back over. See what it looks like upright. And put the kickstand down, and there it is. Now, the next things are probably things like reflectors. You know, once the pedal's on, the seat's on. Battery and reflectors. Okay, so we'll put the front one. And I just position that on the handlebars and tighten it down, but I'm going to get a better screwdriver because this screwdriver is a step above useless. It's about as good as the Allen key. Now the rear reflector, that one's even easier to put on, because I can just pull up the seat pole, slide it on the seat, put the seat back in, and tighten it down. And then when I find that out, that screwdriver, I can snug it up, I guess, with this one. Or never bother. And it's basically together. Now, other than the fact that there's no air in the tires, and I got plastic stuck to my foot, height-wise and everything is pretty good. The brakes even work, they're adjusted well. Right out of the box, no adjustment required. And now, I'll put the battery in. Now the battery just slides into the part on the bike here. From up top, goes over and slides down. Make sure it's in all the way, and there's a key lock on this side. Which way is locked? Is that locked? Yes, that's locked. That way's unlocked, so I can slide it off. It's on, it's locked now. So now, the fun part. How do we try it to see if it works? How to ride, here we go. Turn the LCD smart display. It's got speed modes 0 to 5. Speed's controlled by turning the throttle, which is here. This piece, not the whole end piece, just the middle. So we turn this on. I need more light in here. Okay, so it says it's in assist 1, so now if I lift the wheel up, that seems like it's going to go. And the brakes work. That's a good start. Okay. So now the next step is to take it out and try it on the road. After I put air in the tires, of course. And just to put some better now that the compressor's shut off. One of them. And now the other one. I say 40 to 65 pounds. Doing about 50. Doesn't take long to put air in a little tire like this. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this to setting 2. That's setting 2. Setting 1's pretty quick, so here's setting 2.